Western Queensland. This is the heart of the Outback. This is the Diamantina. There's nowhere else like it on Earth. What's striking about Diamantina Shire is its size. 95,000 square kilometres of country that is predominantly a floodplain with a finger-like network of watercourses busily running across a flat desert landscape. In the wet season, much of the Diamantina area becomes a shallow lake, and when the water recedes, the landscape is transformed with wildflowers of yellow, pink and blue. The people who live and work here are a special breed. They may not have all been born here, but there's something about the Diamantina that gets into your blood. Spend a little time here and you won't want to leave. It has that effect on people. Diamantina Shire is cattle country. In fact, it's renowned for producing some of the best prime beef in Australia. The great cattle stations of Cluny, Glengyle, Sandringham, Monkyra, Roseburth and Adria Downs and others have been around for 50 years or more, some since the days of early settlement in the late 1800s. The family of the great Sir Sidney Kidman, the Cattle King, still owns cattle stations in the Diamantina. The towns of Bedourie and Birdsville are 180 kilometres apart along a north-south axis. Bedourie, with a population of 120, is a modern town on the edge of the Simpson Desert. It is the administrative centre for the Diamantina Shire Council, a dynamic organisation which has overseen the growth and development of the Shire since 1903. Bedourie is a growing community with a range of facilities, including a multi-purpose community hall, roadhouse and general store, aquatic centre and artesian spa, the historic Royal Hotel, new housing, and the Bedourie Airport that receives flights from Mount Isa and Brisbane 4 times a week. The Bedourie Camel Cup is held in July each year, while Bedourie comes alive with the Birdsville Races held on the second weekend in September every year. Flood season can play havoc with both sealed and unsealed roads, and the council's able workforce maintains thousands of kilometres of roads every year. Birdsville and the Birdsville Track are part of Australian folklore. This small but vibrant community began as a town in 1882 and has arguably the second most famous horse race in Australia behind the Melbourne Cup, the historic Birdsville Races. 6,000 visitors come from Australia and from around the world to visit Birdsville in the first week of September every year. That's when the Birdsville Airport becomes the busiest in Australia. Tourists can visit the art gallery and coffee shop and the famous Birdsville Hotel. Birdsville also has a bakery, the Birdsville Working Museum, 2 service stations to help the Outback tourist tackle the nearby Simpson Desert National Park, new medical facilities, a variety of sporting and recreational facilities, and a caravan park. Birdsville really is a thriving community. Betoota to the east was founded in 1889. Its long history can be discovered in its old buildings, as it has now become a must-see tourist destination. Although there are no residents in Betoota, the Betoota Horse Races, held on the 3rd weekend in September each year, always manages to draw a large crowd. The Simpson Desert National Park, Diamantina Lakes and Alstrebla National Park comprise 25% of the Shire's area. The endless sand dunes of the Simpson Desert, including the most famous sand dune of them all, Big Red, lead towards the centre of Australia. European explorers such as Charles Sturt in 1845 and Burke and Wills in the 1860s opened up the area that would become the Diamantina. The wife of the first Governor of Queensland was Lady Diamantina Roma Bowen. Her name will live forever in Queensland. The local Aboriginal people and their ancestors of the Walkanguru and Wankamadiya groups have their own ancient history of the region. It has been beautifully recreated and is on display in the Simpson Desert National Parks office in Birdsville. You'll be surprised at how fast the landscape changes as you're driving. Diamantina Shire, a vast and harsh environment in many ways, but with a beauty that's uniquely Australian. The best time to visit Diamantina Shire is during the cooler months, from April to November. However, the Shire welcomes visitors all year round. Diamantina Shire, the diamond of the Outback.